Greetings and welcome, friends! We're talking about last night's quest, solving quadratics by factoring. We were on page 344, and for this particular problem, 15, the first thing we got to do is set it equal to 0. You don't want to factor nothing until it's equal to 0. Ain't nothing you want to factor until it's equal to 0. Bam. So now I've got a quadratic set equal to 0. This is not a pattern because 12 is not a perfect square. It is not GCF-able. It is not an AC-able. Well, it is AC-able, but you wouldn't want to. The easiest way to do this is the fact that it's got a leading coefficient of 1. So let's just find the factors of 12 that subtract to be 1. So factors of 12 are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, and behold, 3 and 4 appear to be numbers that have a difference of 1. So x with a 3, x with a 4 are the factors. What are their signs, the polarity of such numbers? Positive 3, negative 4, they multiply to be negative, add to be negative. I like it. The more influential one had to be negativo. Now, I've got two things that multiply to be 0. Zero product property said, set each of them equal to 0 and solve. X plus 3 equals 0. X minus 4 equals 0. And then solve minus 3 plus 4 plus 4. Right, classic. If you find that you do need more practice with factoring, check out my good friend Salman Khan.
Do you know him?
I do not, but I got an email from him the other day. It said it was from Sal Khan, and I was like, oh, he emailed me! But it was about how his website started a new Spanish version of their site. So if you want to learn Spanish and do math.
What ethnicity is Khan?
I don't know. So let's look at problem 20. Zapatos. Let's set this equal to 0, so I'll subtract 5c from both sides. Also, I know that some of you guys started like dividing both sides by c.
Sorry, man.
So you don't ever want to divide by your variable, really. It's going to actually accidentally eliminate some of your answers. Although you actually might get one of your answers if you divide, oddly enough.
Awkward moment when I just did 3C2 as it like written like a chemical formula because I just didn't have it.
Oh, what?
Wow.
So let's see, this one is GCF is all you can do here. I can steal a C from these guys. So I would have C times 3C minus 5 equals 0. And behold, I've got two things that multiply to be 0. So one of them's gotta be 0. C equals 0, that's already solved. 3C minus 5 equals 0. Man.
I don't get why C equals 0 though.
Because wouldn't 0 times whatever this is equal 0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah. Or C times 0 would have equaled 0, is the idea. And then, oh, I don't like that 3 there. Let's div both sides by trace. And I get C equals 5/3. Or, yeah, 1 2/3, but I'm a fan of the improper fraction. And our last problem we're going to look at for this video is problem 21. Same general approach. First thing, set it equal to 0. Subtract 1 from both sides. So, let's see, is this a GCF-able problem? No. Is it let's see, pattern? No, that's not a perfect square. Nope. 1 is, but -1 wouldn't have been a perfect square. Unless, of course, I was squaring I. Am I right? What?
I don't know.
And let's see, it looks like, oh, the leading coefficient is not 1, so I'm going to have to AC this problem. AC, 18 times negative 1 is negative 18. Find the factors of 18 that subtract to be trace.
That one.
Aha. So we can split the b term into two like terms whose coefficients are the factors we just found.
What?
So let's see, what are the signs going to be on these 3 and 6? Well, they multiply to be negative, so their signs are different. So it's plus minus or minus plus. And they add to be negative, so the more influential one must have been the negative one. And now, of course, the classic factor by grouping. Right? Let's steal a 3u from there. And let's steal a negative 1 from here. It looks like the best we can do. So I'll get 3u times 6u. And 3u times positive 1 would work. And then over here I'll factor out a negative 1. Negative 1 times 6u is negative 6u. Negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. Still equal to 0. Don't forget your equal zeros. Actually, I bet we could find multiple occurrences of you guys forgetting to write your equal zeros on your homework. I bet. No? You guys are all awesome on that? Nice. Let's see. Parentheses match is muy importante. And then I can write those factors. Hey, I've got two things that multiply to be 0. So I've got to set each one equal to 0. 6u plus 1 equals 0, or 3u minus 1 equals 0. So let's solve. Over here I'll minus 1, over here I'll plus 1, 6u equals negative 1, 3u equals positive 1. Over here I'll divide by 6. Bless you. Over here I'll divide by trace. 6 and trace. And I'll get x u. You are negative 1/6. Man, bottom of the page. And over here, you are 1/3. So, there we go, friends. That's the idea behind factoring by, solving quadratics by factoring. That's what I meant to say. So, hope you had a great time. Come on back. Subscribe to my videos.